Thinking about moving to Oxford? Let me show you what the monthly rent of £700 can get you in one of the most beautiful cities in England. Let's see how far your money can stretch in this iconic city. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Fumi Beatrice and today I'll be giving you a tour of my shared apartment in Oxford. One of the main reasons I have decided to stay in a shared apartment is that it's very cost effective at the moment for me. If you don't know, Oxford is a very expensive city. Like if you go on Google right now and browse for expensive cities in the UK, Oxford will surely be like top 10 or top 20. And with my current salary, I can't afford a one-bedroom apartment in Oxford. I know you think I might be exaggerating, but the price of a one-bedroom apartment starts from £1,200 and goes as high as £2,000 or more. You might be lucky to see one as cheap as £1,000 or maybe £1,150, but it will be very competitive and probably it might come unfurnished. With my current salary, I can't afford that, so a shared apartment comes in handy at the moment. I chose this house because of its proximity to my workplace. For me, it's just about 10 to 20 minutes walk depending on how fast I'm walking, which is just the best for me. I don't have to bother about bus schedules or train schedules. There are also lots of amenities in my current location. For example, if I walk down to the main street, I get access to lots of shops, cafes and restaurants. I also get access to lots of bus stops. The city center is not too far away, which is good because that's also where the train station is. Also, my neighborhood is safe, calm and quiet. And I'm talking from the perspective of a single lady living in a city. So now that we've had a little chit chat, let's get into the tour and we'll come back to discuss some other stuff like the rent, bills and some other good stuff. Hi guys, welcome to my apartment. Let's go in. So when you come in, you have the ground floor, of course, and then you have a flight of stairs leading to the first floor. Just to give you guys a bit of an idea, when I rented this apartment, the agreement between myself, my flatmate, and the landlord was that we wouldn't have access to the ground floor. So I've never been inside this room right here in the ground floor, but I suspect this might be like the original living room of the house. And maybe some other, like maybe one or two rooms are in there, but the agreement is that we wouldn't have access to it and the landlord uses that for a bit of storage and that's it. But I really didn't have any problem with it, as every other facility I needed to be available in a house is actually available, so it's good. I don't mind not having access to the ground floor. So in the hallway, we've got this heater here. And we've got this mirror by the wall here. Now let's go up the staircase. So when you go upstairs, you have the living room in this corner. It's not big, but it's okay. Besides, I hardly stay in the living room anyway. I'm mostly in my room. You've got a couch in the living room and some throw pillows on there, and that's like our hanger we used to dry clothes. Don't know why I'm showing you guys that. You've got like some shelves. That's our Wi-Fi router. My flatmate mostly uses this place for storage, and that's just like a very cute library. And that's a bit of the back view. And there's a bit of like a wardrobe there that my flatmate uses. So nothing much in the living room area. I mean, it's okay. It could be bigger, but this is what we're working with. And this is my flatmate's bathroom. She's got a bathtub, she's got a toilet and a sink. Actually, this bathroom is bigger than mine. but I think it's pretty cute because she has a bathtub and then she's got some storage down there, which is really good because she could always have like a bath in the bathtub. We've got a little bit of storage in here. This is where we keep like all the stuff for house chores, so like the iron, the vacuum, a ladder if you need it, the iron board and stuff like that. We just managed to squeeze it in here. And that is supposed to be like my flatmate's wardrobe. I'm not sure if she has another wardrobe in her room, but this is like, that is what she uses as her wardrobe. And this is the kitchen. In the kitchen we have like a dining table with 3 chairs. See, one of the reasons why I like this house was just the tiny details to safety that the landlord paid attention to. So you can see a fire extinguisher right there in the kitchen. I hope we never have to use it, but just in case there is like any fire hazard or anything like that, you have a fire extinguisher to use. So this is the kitchen we use. It's just the 2 of us, and honestly I think we work pretty well with this space. We've got a lot of storage. Well, there can never be too much storage, that's what I believe, but we've somehow managed to be able to share the storage we have. So that's the refrigerator. You've got the fridge section on top and you've got the freezer section below. Another safety measure I like that the landlord puts in the house is this bucket of sand that is in the kitchen. So this is supposed to be like a bucket of fire sand, and apparently sand can extinguish some kinds of fire. I didn't know that before, but at least now I know. And that's our sink, and we've got a fire blanket here. Exactly, that's why I keep saying, like, I think the landlord was really like very attentive to safety details when putting this house up for rent. We've got more storage on top also, and the house actually came with a kettle and a toaster, but my flatmate has a home private kettle and toaster also. There is a dishwasher, but we barely use it. And that is the washing machine that came with the house. I forgot to add that this house is furnished. It came fully furnished. Yeah, so most of the things were already ready in the house. That's the oven. And that's the electric stove. And that's the kitchen hood or the kitchen extractor. And then you just got like all the cupboards and storage in up there. We've got the microwave, which actually belongs to my flatmate, but we both use it together. And the door to the right is my flatmate's door, but we won't be entering that room because of our privacy. And if we go into my own room now, when you come in, you would see my own wardrobe situation. Yeah, so my wardrobe is under the stairs, and that's it. And I just hang like my jackets and coats on the door, and my shoes are under the wardrobe. I just keep my shoes under there also. And that's my shopping bag and yeah, there is actually a cupboard that I stored some of my clothes in there also. So that's my wardrobe situation. And we have mirror here. So if we go up the staircase, my room is kind of like an attic situation. Anyway, you guys are going to see, but yeah, I think I just basically live in the attic. We've got the bin by the side, and yay, this is the room. Okay, so by the side here, you have a cupboard which I used to store like some clothes and stuff like that, and I just put like my creams and stuff up there. So the cupboards, in fact, I think all of the furniture in this room came with the room. So, and that's where I've just kept my bags and stuff. Yeah, and so that's my bed. It's a double bed. Well, it contains me very comfortably, and I'm single, so I stay alone, except maybe when I have a guest. So, and even if I had a guest, this bed would contain me and my guest. And those down here below under the bed, you've got like storage, which of course I am using to the fullest capacity. And more storage. And on the other side of the bed also, you've got like this kind of storage on the other side of the bed, but just because I've pushed the bed into the corner, I can't access that storage over there. So, but just if I ever change my mind, I just have to change the position of the bed and I'm able to use it as storage. And you've got this mirror, just right there in the center of the room, which I thoroughly enjoy, by the way. And you've got like a bedside cupboard, which of course I've just packed stuff on there. I also have like a table and a chair that came with the room. I mean, it's not fancy, but I mean, it gets the work done. It's a table, it's a chair, and you get to do whatever you want to do. And yeah, there's a little bit of storage in the table. I've got the large heater in my room, and then I've got like this extra chair in the room, which I barely sit down on. And on days where I do my laundry, I just dump clothes there. And I've got like a shelf situation going on here. So that's my room. Yeah, I mean, it's not big, but it's big enough for me and my salary. So yeah, let's go into the bathroom and toilet. Basically, in the bathroom, there's the sink, of course, a mirror on top of the sink, and you've got the shower itself, and you've got the toilet. And you've got like a little bit of storage there, and you've got a laundry basket, which actually came with the house, so I didn't have to go outside and buy like extra storage and laundry baskets. That's just the extractor in the bathroom, which is very loud, by the way, very loud. Hey guys, so that's my lovely room. If we get this chair out of the way and we open this place up, yay, extra storage. And this is where I have dumped all my bags and boxes and goods and stuff in. So I guess that's like the advantage of being in an attic, is that you have undecorated space. Yeah, and if we come to this side also, on this side of the bed, you have like the same kind of storage you saw on that other side there. It's just that because I've pushed my bed into the corner, I can't access that. And those are the windows. So I've got 3 windows, and then just basically open it up. That's the back view of the house. The reason why I like these windows is that I can basically pop up my head on a summer day and just enjoy like the view you get, because the window really opens up very wide, and that is the window blind, and it's the same thing on both sides also. So that's my room. That's my very lovely small room in Oxford City. And by the corner here, you've got a fire extinguisher. So we've got a bit of space on this side. So we could always park like our bicycles in here because it's locked anyway, and nobody can come in, or nobody should be able to come in to this space. Yeah. That is the garden. We don't have access to the garden, and honestly, I'm fine with it. Let's talk about the pros and cons of shared living. For me, there are 2 main advantages of shared living. The first pro is that you pay lower rent. Rent will be a bit lower because it is split 2 or more ways. And the second advantage of shared living is social interaction. You get to interact with people from different backgrounds or different cultures. Like when I stayed in the hospital accommodation, I had flatmates from Ireland, Sri Lanka, and Egypt. And that was very nice, and that was very diverse and multicultural. Then, for disadvantages or cons, is the first number one is less privacy. When you stay in a shared apartment, you definitely have less privacy. And this reduces with the amount of amenities that you have to share. Depending on the kind of shared accommodation you have or you rented, you might have to share the living room, the kitchen, the garden, parking space, and even the bathroom and toilet. Another disadvantage is that you have to deal with people's different habits and schedules. Like for example, some vegetarians might not like to keep their foodstuff in the same fridge with someone who eats meat. Some people might not like to clean up properly after they've used amenities like the kitchen or toilet. And this might irritate you as an individual if you are very strict about your hygiene. Another disadvantage is that you have to learn to live with others. Some people are very loud, they make very loud phone calls, they play loud songs, and some people are night walkers. If you live in the house where you can hear everything your flatmate does, if they come in at the middle of the night, or if they come in at midnight, or they play games at night, or they do stuff like TikTok lives at night, then they will be disturbing your own sleep routine. So you have to learn to live with others, and you have to learn how to, effectively communicate when you have to solve conflicts with them. Like I said earlier, the cost of living in Oxford is very high. So to give you a little bit of context again, I stay in a 2-bedroom apartment. Both bedrooms have their toilets and bathrooms assigned to them. Mine is en suite, and my flatmate's own is just outside our room. We have a kitchen and living room that we share together, and for rent, we pay £700 each every month. We have a bit of an arrangement with the landlord, so because she uses like the downstairs space for storage, the landlord pays 10% of our gas, electricity and water bills, and we split the remaining 90%. For council tax, she pays 50% and we split the remaining 50%. We pay our own Wi-Fi and TV license, but since none of us has a TV, none of us pays for TV license. So for council tax every month, we each pay £62.01. For energy bills, so that involves electricity and gas, on an average, we pay about £45 to £50 each every month. but I expect that in winter it will go up. For water bill, since I packed to this accommodation, I haven't received a water bill yet. But for the sake of this video, let's say about £20 every month. I honestly am not sure what my water bill will look like or what it's supposed to be. For Wi-Fi, we pay £25, and when we split it both ways, we each pay £12.5 each month. So in total, I pay between £840 and £860 each every month. I presume in the winter months, it might go up to like £900. I can compare the rent prices in Oxford to cities like Cambridge and Reading. They are also just as expensive. I can even compare it to London, but there are some areas in London where like the rent prices in Oxford are just similar. If you are looking for affordable, cheap rent, I wouldn't advise you come to Oxford. It's a nice, expensive city. So guys, we've come to the end of the video. Tell me, what do you think of my living situation? Do you think it is worth £700 per month? Do you think it's too expensive or too cheap? I would like to know. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section and I'll be happy to answer them. See you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video. And if you'd like to watch another house tour of an apartment in Oxford here, I have a similar video up on my channel, just like this one. I'll put the link to the video somewhere on the left hand side or on the right hand side. For now, bye!